everybody, Tick-Tock here back with a brand new video on the channel. And in today's video, I'll be reviewing / going over why Disventure Camp All-Stars episode 14 is good and bad. Now before this video starts, as always, a couple of disclaimers. 1, this video is purely my opinion, so if you disagree with me, that's fine. Feel free to leave your opinions down below. And all the background footage shown in this video is not owned by me, but it's still owned by honest cartoons, the creators of Disventure Camp. And then with that being said, onto the video.
Disappointment in the game of life.
So I'm first going to be going over the good parts of episode 14. Well, there's a few moments, and they're mostly interaction based. First off, Gabby and Gret interactions were really good this episode, even though it's kind of short-lived, as this was the only episode we really got to see them act as actual friends. So yeah, that was cool. And then scene with them was really wholesome. Moving on to the other interactions this episode, I think that were good, and the other one is Rhea and Aiden. They were a pretty good duo this episode, and their interactions were pretty funny, especially that one scene where Aiden tries to expose Rhea and Ali has a couple and nobody really cared. It probably won't happen, but I have a feeling these two might have a reconciliation arc where they become on at least somewhat better terms than they did at the start of All Stars. Also, even though the challenge was cringe as hell, I will say that some of the dances did get a pretty good laugh out of me, especially that walk dance. Well, that was like really cringe. It kind of made me laugh because of shock value. It was so not my favorite part of the episode, to say the least. Also, one of my favorite parts of this episode, in my opinion, was the music. I don't know why, but a lot of the music in this episode, especially in the cave scene, felt a lot better, and I liked it a lot. Just a small little detail that makes the episode experience a lot better for me. Connor was really wholesome. Even if it feels a little repetitive in the season, considering that every single character in the Birds has had a solid arc or story, but it's still a pretty good scene with Connor, and I liked it a lot, and it gives Jake something to do at the end of the episode. And while I do think this scene should have happened with Ali, as it would have made more sense as those two have interacted since like season 2, I still think this was a good scene overall. Anyways, with that being said, let's just get on to the negative parts of this episode.
Disappointment in the game of life.
Where do I begin with this? Well, I'm guessing I'm gonna go over the main problem I have with this episode, which really makes or breaks it for me. And this kind of has the same problem I have with episode 10, being that most of the characters are bad, mid, or just plain annoying. And I have the same problem with episode 14. Ali was pretty annoying this episode, Alec was mid, Rhea was mid but a little funny, and Jake was decent in the episode but had some annoying moments that made him come off a little bit whiny. Especially in the end scene in this cave, which while it was justified, that part about Hunter was a little uncalled for. Adding up all of these problems, that's 50% of the cast being mid or having problems with them. And I'm not sure if this is a hot take or not, but if more than 50% of the characters are mid or not that good in an episode, the episode is automatically kinda mid, because in my opinion, the most important part of the episodes are the characters, as they're the ones that make the show worth watching. But anyways, I'm going to be going over a little bit more in depth about Alec and Ali real quick. I have no idea what they're doing with Alec. It's starting to feel like they're making him into Jay with his plotline. It just feels a lot more sloppy and lost a good chunk of his charm that made him likable in the first place. I don't think he's a bad character, but man, did he fall off after that kiss scene with Rhea. Now on to Ali. Let me just say this real quick. Ali being a bit annoying, while it isn't the funniest thing to watch, it's in character and it's a good setup for Ali's plotline. That's fine, even though it's not fun to watch. But the thing I am going to complain about is her leaving Jake to get mauled by a bear, which is out of character. Like, Ali was being a bit annoying and Jake was a little bit annoying to her, but like, having her leave Jake to get mauled by a bear is just out of character because it's Ali. Like, would she do this realistically? It's never been shown that she would do this before, so I don't know why out of nowhere she just does that to Jake. I went from 0 to 100 instantly fast out of nowhere. Now, there's been a bunch of discourse about who's in the right and who's in the wrong, and I'm just gonna say this. Both of them are in the wrong. Jake was being a massive jerk to Ali, and Ali is in the wrong for leaving her to get mauled by a bear. Obviously, Ali is more wrong than Jake, but Jake still has the responsibility for it. The challenge. Now, a little bit of a hot take here, but I don't think this challenge in theory is entirely bad. Like, it's cringe, but that's kind of the point, and I like how it's more so a funny instead of shock-humor challenge, which is something that we really get to see in Disventure Camp too much. At least in season 3. However, I feel like they could have done a little bit more with the dances to make them more unique. Maybe add some new dances that are a bit more spread out timeline-wise instead of just having them do Fortnite dances. That would be cringe, but still enjoyable, but not like bad. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with the dances to make them more unique. Maybe add some new dances that are a bit more spread out timeline-wise instead of just having them do Fortnite dances. That would be cringe, but still enjoyable, but not like bad.
Disappointment in the game of life.
This elimination is probably the worst, that's unfair elimination in Disventure All Stars history. And I'm not just saying this because Gabby's my favorite character, but more so because of how they did it. Because not only did they do a purge challenge because they knew they couldn't make a normal way to get Gabby out because nobody would probably vote for her again, but also because they got Gabby out of a technicality by switching Gabby and Gret's phones. Now, me personally, my experience from running a purge challenge for some of my fan-made series, here's an important rulebook that you have to do if you want a purge challenge elimination to make sense. 1. Don't eliminate somebody who couldn't get out normally because not only will it feel unfair, it will not make sense. It will be a completely obvious that it's just a desperate attempt for you to get them out because you can't think of a normal way to get them out normally. And 2, make it so that it happens because of something that happens to the person or them just losing normally. Don't make it a technicality because that's just unfair. The Disventure Camp doesn't really follow any of these rules and they just boot Gabby, which is just stupid because not only are Rhea, Aiden, and Jake possible great replacements for this elimination, but also Grant and Gabby quite literally just started their arc and they're already gone. Like, why? They could have easily actually fixed Gabby's elimination by doing one simple thing. Do another tiebreaker. Make it so that neither Gabby or Grant have their phones and do a tiebreaker. Now for the challenge, I don't know what it may be, but just do something and have Gabby lose the tiebreaker. While this would still be kind of disappointing, it would make more sense and be a lot better than having Gabby get out by a stupid technicality. I could rant much longer, but I'm pretty sure you all know why Gabby's elimination is pretty unfair. And with that being said, onto the conclusion of this video. In conclusion, Disventure Camp All Stars episode 14 is a pretty okay episode of Disventure Camp. It's not good, but it's not terrible / bad either. Overall, I'd probably rate this episode like a 6.5 out of 10. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Comment your thoughts on this episode, and if you disagree with any or agree with anything that I've said, join my Discord server link down below. Anyways, this is TD Junkie, leaving today. Peace.